Good morning, YouTube. As you can see, this is my hi-fi system, my stereo hi-fi system in my kitchen. I'm showing off my new hi-fi cabinet, which I bought recently. As you can see it there. Okay, and I'll show you what I used to have it on in a minute. I've yet to fill the bottom containment area. I've yet to fill that up with vinyl. As you can see, there's one of the shelves I've stood next to it, which came as part of the package, as part of the unit. That shelf, if you can imagine in your head, that shelf was halfway down in that bottom area, depending on whether or not you have vinyl or not, as to whether or not you will need that shelf. But it was easily removable. They both are. So as you can see, it's a lovely trellised base, if that's the word to use. I've just got a few of my 7-inches in there and a few of my albums in there at the moment, but that will fill up when I start bringing them through again from the living room. I've got about 1,000 albums. I had to take them out when I swapped my old unit over to this new one. I refitted it last night, so I'm still getting used to it. But as you can see, there's my Technics 1200 working beautifully, and I've just got my new CD rack there. I'm beginning to fill that up. There's my CD player there. My it's beautiful, works great. That's the brand there, Lifestyle. It's a wonderful thing, it is. There, its speakers there, its stereo speakers there. It's got a beautiful bass reflex system, that pair do. Opening out to my wide window for when we're out in the garden, having barbecues in there. There's my garden there. Might get one in on Halloween. Definitely bonfire night. That's a week after Halloween here in England. We have bonfire night, Guy Fawkes night. Yeah, I'm just refitting it out now. As I say, I'm just getting used to it. I'm still able to reach the socket. The plugs are still able to reach the socket. Put the beer mats on that wood surface there late last night when I realised it's a porous surface. I certainly don't want to start damaging it. The unit wasn't that cheap, but it's beautiful. It's a toughened glass. Let me show you. I've got 3 parts of this suite now. Second part is a bookshelf I have in the living room. I'll show you in a minute. It comes in the form of a bookshelf, and the third is what my telly stands on in the living room. I'll show you that TV unit. That's 3 of the suite. I don't think I'll get any more. I won't need any more. Well, see, massive capacity, isn't it? As I say, that other shelf sits there. Well, there's 2 rungs, as you can see, the 2 rungs there above the 7 inches there. But look at the huge space. The albums aren't even pushed right in. Yeah, beautiful trellis bottom, isn't it? Beautiful. The cat, it's a tempered glass as well. Beautiful tempered glass. The sticker's still on to say such. The cat got a fright last night. I had a giggle to myself. She had a fright last night when she came in to eat. As you can see, it's reflective simply by the nature of the light, and she had a right fright, she did. The whole flat smells of beautiful wood. You know, when fresh wood has been cut, it's a real wood. It's not none of this cheap melamine chipboard crap. It's real wood. The whole flat smells beautiful. I got this the bookshelf delivered yesterday. The TV unit, as I said a minute ago, was delivered about 10 years ago. I was surprised this shop still existed, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm chilling out now, enjoying my two pieces of furniture. I'll show you the bookshelf in a minute, but I'll show you now what the hi-fi unit sat on, and had sat on for about 6 years, and I had to make do. It was all that what you see there, and you've got to remember I had about 500 vinyl in here. When I get going, I get about 500 vinyl dragged through from the living room. All that what you see there, plus 500 vinyl, it was all managed on this one table here, on that table here. See that table there? Excuse the reflections from the sun, but that table, it was, if you can imagine that table, it was pushed in against the wall, so the gap there between the end of this table was literally just a few inches up against nearer. It was like I only had a few inches to open the machine door. It was a right pain in the arse. And when this was right neat in with the wall, it all fitted on fine. As you can see, I haven't dusted it down yet. That's the legs of the record player there. It was just pushed in neat against the wall. As I say, everything fitted on it. The record player, I had to have the, as you can see in there, I have a tape deck above the amp, yeah? They're both Marantz. A tape deck above the amp. They were sat here, but sideways, facing the window, if you will, with me, yeah? So I had to, so really, I had all the ugly stuff you don't normally see. I had all that exposed, all the wires were here, in between the back of that and the record player. All the wires were here, so you could see all the ugliness you don't normally see. And you couldn't see the nice frontage that was facing the window. But I used the top of the cassette deck to sit the speakers on, and the loose CDs on top. Then again, and then the loose CDs, because the CD rack is new, had all the loose CDs just like piled on top of the speakers. So it was all, if you can imagine it, quite difficult to know, because I've just showed you that lovely unit there, how nice it all comfortably sits. But there's my kitchen, there's my table there, which you see me doing my videos on. The tripod tends to sit here, just next to Tia's biscuit bowl. And I'm sat over there, that's where I do my videos, on that far chair there. Yeah, I've just got to get rid of this table now. It's a beautiful teak table. My mum had this in her house before we were born, before I was born. When my parents bought their house, this is one of their presents from their parents. So it's been passed down the generation, and I'm going to have to find something to do with this, otherwise I'll have to get rid of it, because I don't have a massive spare rooms in this flat. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'll get there. I'm at this stage now. What do I do with this table? Apart from giving it a good clean, what do I do with it? I don't know. Okay, right. Next upload, I will take you into my living room, and I will show you the second piece of furniture I had delivered yesterday, which is the second of the 3 of the suite, which is the bookshelf. Okay, see you in a minute.